So today we are taking the Cyser and we are racking it into the other 2-gallon fermenter. I took a reading not too long ago and it's already at 13%. So I figure it's probably close to done. It wasn't quite done when I took that last reading about a week ago. So we'll check it today and see if we are ready to go. First, I'm going to calibrate my refractometer because it does get some residue on it every now and again. So just cleaning it out with a little bit of water, making sure that it is calibrated to 0 at the presence of water. That's the word I was looking for. Since water doesn't have any sugar, it'll be able to do that. So let me get that going. And yes, even for this, the pipette is sanitized in Star San in the lovely black bucket. Okay, it is properly calibrated. So now, get a little bit of that Cyser. Whew, that smells like alcohol, y'all. And visually, I'm not seeing as many bubbles as I have seen in the past, but I do see some. There's definitely not as big of a collection as there has been, and there's no croissant or that protein crust that sometimes happens on fermenters. So I'm thinking we're gonna be in a pretty good spot. Interesting, 10.1. Okay. Okay, so according to the calculations, my 10.1 bricks means that this Cyser is now at 15.4%, and its gravity reading is 0.996. So right now I'm gonna call it done. So I'm racking it, moving it from this fermenter into this fermenter, and so to take it off of the lees so that it can end up being done faster. Without the presence of as much yeast, there's less likely of a chance of it restarting again. Especially since I used, the yeast I used for this was Lalvin EC1118, which has an alcohol tolerance of 18%. So if it started up again, it could go higher, which could make things more difficult down the road. But for now, we're gonna put this up here, scooch it on over, and I'm gonna bring this over here. No, I'm not. So we've got my conical fermenter here. I might need to go even lower. Thinking. Well, I'm thinking I shall have a taste of what's left. Whew. Oh yeah. She burns, folks. She burns. So she's young and she burns. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna shift that over here, put this down here. Yep, this is gonna work fine. Where's my tubing? There we go. So I don't know if any of y'all saw the last video where I did racking via the spigot. We had some fun adventures with the hose coming off a little prematurely. So today I came prepared with a hose clamp. get her on there. I'm having a memory that I need to boil some water. So, one moment. This will take a minute. And that won't take long, it'll just take a few seconds. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be plenty. There we go. She be snug. Okay, so now hose clamp just a smidgen. All right, and tighten her down. And here we go. There we go. Much better. I didn't want too many bubbles in there because that could oxidize the brew, so not great. That could turn it into vinegar, so I'm trying to prevent that. Yeah. Oxygenating, which happens at the beginning of the brew before we have alcohol present, that is good for yeast to munch on. I forgot an ingredient, so I'm gonna run over real quick. I forgot that I wanted to use pectic enzyme to help clear the brew, because I don't know if you can see from there, but this is a very cloudy brew. And the pectic enzyme, since this was made with apple juice, will help break down the pectin and clear out some of that haze. Time to start tipping. Gonna move it over here just so I can get a look-see. Oh man, that is a thick pancake in there, y'all. All right, I'm considering that done. Come on, there we go. Okay. All right. here. And now I need this. So yeah, she not clear. She not clear at all. I forgot the spattle. It's a spoon. It's a paddle. It's a spattle. All right. So now, as you've seen, I have sprayed the towels with Star San, so I'm just going to dry off my teaspoon measure, because manufacturer label says by North Mountain Supply for pectic enzyme is to use half a teaspoon per gallon. That is for when you start the brew. When you are adding at the end of the brew, it requires about twice as much. So, and I have 2 gallons here, so I'm going to need 2 full teaspoons of pectic enzyme, which is the most that I have used. One. Two. And now we give her a good stir with the spattle. And we're stirring to create a vortex. We are not sloshing, again, to avoid oxidization, because oxidization at this point is bad. And I don't know if you can tell from this angle, but I have about 2.5, 3 inches of headspace in here, which is a bit more than I want. So I do have some glass marbles on their way. They should be here tonight, so I'll sanitize those and then stick them in here to to take up some more space in the fermenter to allow less headspace. Granted, it's only going to be in this vessel probably about 3 weeks, maybe 4. It really kind of depends on how things clear up, but it's just going to take time. That's the thing with fermenting, is that it just takes time. Okay, that is that. So now we put on the lid. We put on the airlock just in case it's still fermenting. I'm betting it's not, but you know, things happen, especially when working with a powerhouse like EC1118. There we go. All right. So that's going in there. And now she's gonna sit. Get that back out. Take off some of that excess. All right. Now she's gonna sit. Again, probably for about 3 weeks. So we'll see you when we keg her, because she's going to be a sparkling Cyser at 15%. See you next time.